Hello all, welcome to my next session on batch management. Batch management, related settings and the configurations. We have a list of configurations in S4, but there are very limited configurations at the EWM side. So let's go to the implementation guide and try to activate batch management for our plant. So the batch management related settings is under logistic general. Under logistic general, we have batch management. Under batch management, we have the first setting, specify batch level and activate status management. So under this, if you go to the batch level, so guys, basically we have the batch activated at various levels. First one is plant level, second one is material level, and the third one is client level. So whenever we purchase any new system, SAP new system, then by default the batch is unique at the material level. Okay, there are few scenarios where the customers want to implement the batch management or batch uniqueness at the plant level. Uh, like if there is a scenario where the plant has received the stock from vendor 1. Okay, so if there are multiple plants which have received the same stock from the same vendor, so in plant 1 the quality has rejected, so and in the other plant the quality was approved. So in that case, if you want to restrict that particular stock at the plant level, that is possible. But otherwise, in this scenario, if if you have activated the batch uniqueness at the material level, then if you restrict that stock, then you cannot receive that particular batch in any of the warehouse because it is restricted at the material level. Okay, so in our case we are going to use batch uniqueness at the material level. The next is the batch management status. Batch management status is set to active by default. Next is plant with batch status management. Here, if we go to our plant P001, here the batch status management is activated. Batch status management is activated over here because uh, if you want to activate the batch management for your particular plant, then this indicator should be active. That is what it says. So the batch status management is active at the plant level. Next is initial status of a new batch. Okay, so this is at the material type level. The material type which you are currently using for the finished goods is the SAP standard FERT. Okay, so for this material type, if this indicator is active, then it is in the inactive status by default whenever a new batch is created. If we deactivate this status, then the batch status is active. That is what this setting says. If I click on F1, this indicator specifies that the initial status of batch is restricted. Okay, we want the batch to be unrestricted when the new batch is created. That is why we will uncheck this. Okay, and the next node is specify batch management default by plant. Again, these are settings at the plant level. We need not change anything over here. Next is we have batch number assignment. Under batch number assignment, we have activate internal batch assignment, and we assign the number range for the internal batch. Okay, so at the first node, activate internal batch number assignment. Internal batch assignment for assigned goods receipt. So here again, at your plant, this indicator, what it says is again the same indicator, indicate whether automatic batch assignment is permitted with the purchase order with account assignment for a material. Okay, this is related to the account assignment batch creation. We have activated that, and here we maintain the number range object for the internal number ranges for the batch. Okay, so this is the batch number which is being used, 01. And if you want to have any customer exits for the external batch assignment, then we can implement those customer exits over here. And here if you want to maintain any external batch number assignment, you can maintain over here at the number range object level. So basically your external number range assignment is 02 for this. Creation of new batches, this is for the production order. If you want to uh, specify any settings at the production scheduling profile level for your plant, then you can configure the settings for the automatic batch creation and the classification of batch. And this is at the moment type level. Define batch creation for goods moment. So as I said, at a particular moment type level, you can configure your required creation of batch setting. As per standard, I have set it to automatic or manual without check. And if you are using split valuation, then these settings are needed. I'm not going to this level, but these settings are enough to work with the batch management in EWM. Okay, so these are all the settings at the uh, S4 level. So let's go to the batch management related configuration in the EWM system. Under SEM EWM, under EWM, you have cross process setting. Under cross process setting, we have batch management. Under batch management, we have just 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes. Okay, so define settings for delivery warehouse request. If I execute this, so basically we have the similar settings which are in S4. This is for the batch creation, manual batch creation allowed. So since we are going to create the batch at the EWM side, I have put it as manual batch creation allowed. But if you are giving the details at the S4 side, and if you want your system to create the batch automatically in EWM, then you need to select the appropriate setting over here. If you are using internal number assignment, then select C. Or if you are creating the batch in the EWM side, then select manual batch creation allowed. This is the classification using SAP default characteristics only. And if you want to perform any best before date or the SLED date, and if the BBD date or the SLED date is exceeding, then you can log those particular items by using this drop down button. For now, I'm not selecting any of these. I'm just putting do not log item minimal check. This is for the inbound delivery document type setting. For outbound delivery, basically you need not have anything settings in this place. That is why here it is grayed out. And the other indicator is goods movement OK restricted. For example, if the batch is restricted at the S4 level, but still if you want to receive the stock in EWM system, then you can activate this. That is the meaning of this indicator. Okay, you have you can either configure your create batch creation, the classification, the BBD check at your document category level, warehouse number level, item type level. You can play around with this. Okay, again the batch status management, define settings at the delivery level. Here the same setting again at the document category, warehouse number, item type, document type level. If you want to uh, uh, perform the goods movement even the batch is restricted, then you can activate these indicators for your warehouse or the document type or item type combination. And similar setting is for the warehouse task creation at the WPT level. So uh, if you want to I mean allow the goods movement or the warehouse task creation for the restricted batch, you can activate them at the warehouse number and at the WPT combination. Okay, so now let us create a new material in MM01. So here I am going to copy from an existing material. My industry is mechanical. My material type is FERT. Since I am working with batch management, I also need to extend it to classification and basic data too. Click on OK. OK. Enter the appropriate description. So now in the classification view, we need to select the appropriate class. Okay. So the class for the here I need to change the class type. First of all, the class type should be 23. Since we are using batch management at the material level, the class should be 23. Okay. Now under the class type, we need to select the appropriate class. For example, I'll use the batch class for EWM, this one. Hit enter. Once you hit enter, you have these three fields. Okay. Status, I'll just put it as released. And the country of origin and expiry date I'll enter in the EWM system. So I'm just keeping it as blank, saving it. I had to extend to other views as well. So I'll click on enter, enter. So now I need to extend it to sales org 1. I'm giving the item category group as normal. Availability check, I don't want any availability check. So here I have the batch management status. I'll activate this, hit enter. Profit center, I don't need it. As you can see, the batch management is activated at the material level as well as the plant level. Hit enter. So here if you want to mention any SLED storage percentage, you can maintain over here. D meaning days, months and year. You can maintain any date. Enter. So the expiration date is set to B. B is expiration date. Total shelf life, for example, it is for 700 days. Minimum shelf life, I'll just put it as blank. Hit enter. Enter the evaluation class. Again, I'm giving the standard ones. Good. My material is created now. Okay. So once the material is created, I will add the material in the existed PO. Add 3. Some PO quantity, net price, give my plant and storage location. The item details for item 7, I need to maintain the confirmation control and save it. So my material is created. Let me also create the product master data in EWM side. I need not select. Even if I don't select any PED, system will automatically determine. If I hit enter, click on create. Here, as you see, the batch management is activated automatically, which is and is determined from the product master or the material master in MM02. We need not activate separately in product master. Okay, we don't have any classification or classes over here. Warehouse data, I'll maintain the settings related to the strategies. For put away, I'll select. Okay, I don't think there are any settings. Okay, I'll just leave it as blank for now and save it. My product master is now created in EWM. And after that, I'll also extend my product to the AFS storage location. AFS and save it. Now let us create inbound delivery with reference to the PO. I'll select only MAT3. I want to receive one quantity. So since I'm going to create the batch in EWM, so I'm giving this batch field as blank. Okay, I'm giving the quantity as 1. I need to ensure my plant and storage location are correctly determined and my warehouse is determined. Save it. My delivery is created. I'll go to EWM. So in EWM, the status is red. To check the error status, click on check. See, WH01 minus MAT3 is subjected to batch management. So, and also we also need to maintain the shelf life as SLED or the BBD date in the delivery. Okay, so let's create the batch in EWM. I'm already in the change mode. Open in form view. Here, if you want to maintain any vendor batch, you can maintain. Country of origin, I'll maintain as Australia, and best before date is this one, 2027. And now let me try to create the batch. Here you need to click this drop down button and click on create batch. As you can see, the batch is created. Okay, so click on save. Now if you see, the status is now green. Okay, now if I go and check my inbound delivery, let us check if any changes are made in the inbound delivery now. As you can see, the batch is immediately reflected in VL33N. Okay, if I click on PPF actions, here the message was sent from EWM with the help of this PPF action. This was the queue. Okay, now I'll click on goods receipt. Now again message was sent. The goods receipt message was sent from EWM to S4, but the status is still yellow. Let me re-execute again. It should probably set to green. It is green now. If I go back and open the delivery, goods movement is done. If I check the document flow, the delivery quantity is 1 and GR is posted. This is the material document 5 all zeros 453. Here this is our batch. In ROD, the goods movement 101 was posted. Now let us perform the put away. Since there are no strategies maintained, we need to, I'm just entering the destination bin manually. Hit enter, create place save. Put away task is created. I'm just performing these steps in desktop. You can also perform these steps in RF as well. I'm confirming the warehouse order. Go back. Again hit back. See, the put away message was also sent to S4. Now let us go back and check whether the transfer posting has been or not. Click on document flow. Transfer posting has happened from storage location to storage location. Stock was moved from ROD to AFS. ROD to AFS. This is my batch. Thank you. That's it about batch management.